Cześć, it's Dorota. Welcome to Polish with Dorota and the second part of revealing secrets of Polish pronunciation. If you haven't watched this video yet, you need to watch it first. Really, I'm serious, because I'm talking about some things like voiced and voiceless consonants, and this is important to understand this lesson now. Before we start, I want to share with you that I've met many of my YouTube fans lately on the free consultations, because when someone wants to join my online school, we arrange a free consultation, a free meeting online with me when we speak a bit in English, but mostly in Polish, so that I can check what is the level of this person, and then I choose the best learning option for him or her. And many of you said, "Oh, I'm watching your videos, it's so nice to meet you," and it's very nice to hear, so thank you. And if you would like to join my online school, one of the courses with my great teachers, really, these are the emails I just get without asking, so I'm very happy to read them. So if you would like to join my school, just contact me through the link in the description and we will meet. I will choose the best group for you and you will start learning. And today I'm becoming very serious again, because it is a serious matter: voiced and voiceless consonants. We said last time that there are voiced and voiceless consonants, and whenever there are two consonants, one from one side of the table and another one from another side of the table, one of them switch themes, and usually actually the voiced consonant becomes its voiceless equivalent. I will give you some more examples so that you refresh your knowledge. Książka, książka. Here the Z with a dot, ż, is pronounced as sz. It's voiceless equivalent. Why? Because next to this letter we have letter K, which is voiceless. That's why the voiced one change themes and becomes voiceless as well. Another example: powtórzyć, powtórzyć. Here the W, the V sound, changes to its voiceless equivalent, which is F. Powtórzyć, because of voiceless T that is afterwards. Two more. Walizka, walizka. Here the Z, z, becomes s. Z is voiced and it becomes its voiceless equivalent s because of voiceless k, which follows the z. One more. Chwała, chwała. The V changes to F again because H sound is always voiceless, and it influences the V, the W, and this sound becomes F. The V becomes its voiceless equivalent F. I also told you, I promised one more example where voiceless consonant becomes voiced, and this is jakby, jakby. Here we have voiceless k, k, and voiced b. The letter b and the sound is b. Here, do you remember that whenever there are two consonants and the second one is voiced, then the previous voiceless consonant becomes voiced. That's why we pronounce it jakby. But remember, it's really just a couple of words, and usually the voiced ones become voiceless. Now, this process of changing themes, this assimilation, works not only within one word, but also between the words, when one word ends with a consonant and another word starts with a consonant. So, listen to this. W Polsce. W Polsce. We read it as one word, and this W, W, changes to F because P is voiceless and voiced W changes to its voiceless equivalent F. W Polsce. Another example. Samochód Karola. Samochód Karola. Can you hear? The D at the end of the word samochód is pronounced as T. T. So samochód Karola. Samochód Karola. Why? Because the K sound is voiceless and it influences the previous sound, which becomes simply also voiceless one, the T. Samochód Karola. Samochód Karola. But if not Karol has a car, but Bartek, samochód Bartka. Samochód Bartka. Here there are two voiced consonants, D and B, and we just read it normally. So D is D, so D is pronounced as D, and B is pronounced as B. So it's just as it is. Samochód Bartka. But samochód Karola. One more example. Kubek Darii. Kubek Darii. Here the K, the last K, the last K in the word kubek becomes G, its voiced equivalent. Why? Because the first letter of the word Darii, D, is voiced. D is voiced and it influences the K. That's why K becomes G. Kubek Darii. Kubek Darii. But if Tomek has a cup, it is kubek Tomka. Kubek Tomka. So the K just stays the same because both K, K, and T, T are voiceless. Remember that these assimilations, these changing themes between the words works only backwards. Only backwards. So the first letter of the second word influences the last letter, the last sound of the first word. Some more examples, but I will only read them and you will see the pronunciation here on the board. Z tobą. Z tobą. Od Filipa. Od Filipa. Kod pocztowy. Kod pocztowy. Brat Barbary. Brat Barbary. Ktoś widział. Ktoś widział. Okay, we've covered the most important rule about assimilation of consonants, about pronunciation consonants in different positions. Polish people speak like that, and they don't even realize. Really, I know, because when I started studies and I found out, I was like, what? No! No, I say brat Barbary. Yes, actors speak like that, but normal people, when they speak, they do change the sounds, and this is natural, normal, and correct. Oof, we've done it, but those of you who already watched the first lesson about the pronunciation can say, and what about these? What about sonorants? The good news is that they are pronounced always the same way, and they do not influence other sounds, other letters within the word. They could have influence because they basically are voiced, but they never change voiceless consonants to voice within the word, within one word. What does it mean? Examples. So, opcja, the word opcja. Look, we have a sonorant J, Y here, but the previous letter, C, C, is still pronounced voiceless. So, opcja. It's not obdzia, yeah, because if it was like that, we would actually pronounce it like obdzia, but we don't. We just say opcja. Another example, praktyczny, praktyczny. In the beginning we have voiceless p, p, and sonorant r, but the p doesn't become voiced, doesn't become b. No, it's simply the same way. Pr, pr, praktyczny, praktyczny. And one more, słyszeć, słyszeć. We've got in the beginning S, which is voiceless, and W, which is a sonorant, but still we just pronounce it słyszeć. The S doesn't become its voiced equivalent, which is Z. No, it is still S, słyszeć. Here we had 3 examples where sonorant is the last consonant. When it is a first consonant, it also does not change the pronunciation of the next letter of the next sound, like in the word komputer, for example. So we have a sonorant M, but the voiceless P is still pronounced as P, not like B. Komputer, simply komputer. In some regions of Poland, sonorants influence some voiceless consonants and they become voiced, but between the words. Example. Jak nie, these 2 words together can be pronounced differently. I pronounce this as jak nie, with K pronounced as K, voiceless. But for example, some people from Krakow or from Poznań can pronounce it jagnie, jagnie. So they change the K to its voiced equivalent G, jagnie. And this is normal, this is correct. Simply, we have 2 models of pronunciation. One model, and I use it, this is Warsaw pronunciation. And another one is Krakow-Poznań pronunciation. And I can hear it often because my husband speaks like that. So, here I will say jak nie, and he will say jagnie. This is quite normal. Another example, nie wierz mu. Don't believe him, nie wierz mu. So I will pronounce the ż R and Z, not like voiced ż as it is in the alphabet, but I will change it to voiceless sz, to its voiceless equivalent sz. Nie wierz mu. But someone from Krakow or Poznań will say nie wierz mu, nie wierz mu. So he will keep the voiced character of this ż, R, Z together. This is it, and really not many normal Polish people who are not Polish teachers know about that. Okay, one more thing, and we are done, and you will know so many things about Polish pronunciation. I have 3 easy sentences for you. Kupiłam chleb. Jaki jest kot? To jest Kraków. Can you hear? Chleb, kot, Kraków. When there is a word that ends with a voiced consonant at the end of the sentence, when there is nothing else, these voiced consonants become voiceless. So we don't say chleb, we say chleb. We don't say kod, we say kot. We don't say Kraków, we say Kraków. And this is actually why Polish people make a lot of mistakes when pronouncing English words like code or even Brad Pitt. We will say Brad Pitt. Yes, this is it, because this is the rule that at the end of the sentence, voiced consonants are becoming voiceless in Polish, and this is normal, natural, and correct. Ooh, are you still here? I hope so. To have better pronunciation and also to have better hearing, like phonetic hearing, you need to listen a lot of Polish. That's why I can recommend you my course, which is actually a nice romantic story about Agata and Karol. Karol, it's a masculine name in Polish, you need to know that. This is a nice story in 7 episodes. There are 2 versions, for beginners and for advanced students. You will listen to the story, you can read the story, and there are exercises to check if you understood what has been said. So the link is in the description box. You can check this course and other of my video courses. Everything is on my website. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next lessons. Papa!